I dead ass bit her. Bit that bitch. I bit her because there was a point where she tried to put me in like between her crotch, and I was like, hold on, I do not want to go down there. What's up, JK Gang? It's your girl Chris, and I'm back in the casa. Not the Casamigos, the house. So I got the stuff I need for my seafood sauce. That's what I'm going to be making today. So the seafood sauce is going to be a completely different video than the actual mukbang, only because the mukbang is going to be like 40 minutes long, and I don't want it to be OD. You know, y'all don't even be wanting to watch me for 5 minutes. So 40 minutes, you're pushing it. But yeah. So a little bit about my day. I woke up hella early, 6:30 this morning. I was up, I washed my hair, and then I blow dried it and headed straight to the hair salon. My appointment was for 11, but I got there at 8:30 and she took me right away. So I was in and out. I did some basic Senegalese twist, but I really like them. So yeah, let's just get straight to the cooking. So the first thing you want to do when you're cooking is wash your hands. So take some soap and wash your hands. You can sing the ABC song, you can sing happy birthday, whatever you want to sing.
A few moments later.
So I'm about to just show y'all what I got from the grocery store. Yes, I got pans and stuff up there, but don't judge me, judge yourself, because who the hell are you? That's gonna be my thing. Make sure y'all give me credits whenever y'all say don't judge you. Anyways, so I got an onion, a big onion. I'm about to cut up all of it, to put in the whole sauce thing or whatever. I got some lemons and limes, 5 of each, so we can sprinkle it on the crab and the shrimps and everything, but also to clean the shrimps and stuff like that when I get them tomorrow. So I got some seasonings. We got some parsley flakes right here. We got some red crushed pepper flakes. I got some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb, salt free, only because we're going to be using a lot of butter. I got some black pepper, you know, always want to make something spicy. I got some hot sauce, some Red Devil's cayenne pepper hot sauce. I'm a big spicy foods girl, so we need all of that. Okay? We got some, like I said, we got some butter, 5 sticks of butter, but we're probably only going to use like 3, but we'll see what happens. I got some Mrs. Dash spicy jalapeno. This is the right here, okay? I put you on. All right, guys, so let's get started. So when you're cutting your onion, you're just gonna cut it like a basic onion, straight down the sides like that. Bam, bam. I cut mine in the middle. Then all you gotta do is just get a little piece on the side, and after that, it'll peel everything off for you. I'm gonna use 2 of the cloves of garlic. So yeah, you're just gonna take them apart, you know, break them down, blase. Break them down. I just use the big pieces. I'm not killing myself for like the really tiny garlic pieces. You know, those little things are so annoying. But just break them down, you know, regular stuff. And we're gonna cut them up like really fine, because I'm not like a garlic fan. I don't want to eat and I got like a big old piece of garlic in my food. So yeah, we're just gonna cut them up really small. So I was here trying to struggle to get these tiny little shells off, right? I remember the trick that my mom taught me when I was younger. So you're gonna take your garlic, put it underneath your knife, and then you just mash it down. Once you mash it down, it'll like just peel right off. All right, guys, so I got everything washed off. Yeah, you can just cut it however you want to. There's no really specific way to cut it. At the end of the day, it's gonna get broken down and eaten. So yeah, but while I'm cutting, let's chat. So the other day I was having a conversation with my friend, right? Well, and they had asked me like how many high schools did I go to. So comment below, how many high schools did you guys go to? I went to a couple different high schools, I'm not gonna lie to you. Within my freshman year of high school, I went to 3 different schools. It was crazy, right? I know. I had issues with people and things just went left. So, and the first school I went to was New Vision's Gompers, right? And then within like the first 6 months or whatever, or 4 months, I got into a fight. You know, I got into like a bad fight, and it wasn't bad. I lost a whole fingernail. It was so crazy. And what's funny is I called my aunt after the fight, and she was like, "Did you win?" Like, she didn't care about nothing. She was like, "Did you win? Did you win?" And I was like, "Yeah, I won." She's like, "Okay, I'm coming to get you." She didn't care about nothing else. And I'm telling her like, "Yo, my finger is bleeding." And she's like, "Oh, we're gonna figure it out when I come get you." Yada yada yada. So I got into a crazy fight in the park. I had whooped. Okay, if I have the video, I'll add it to it, but I don't think I still have it. I have to check, but I know I had the video. But yeah, so then I left there. My grandma, my mom, and my aunt did not think it was a good school for me. Oh well. And where'd I go after that? That shit burned in my eyes. Martin Luther King, the big thing downtown. I went there, and I don't like it there either. Kids is ghetto as hell in that school. If you went to MOK, I do apologize. I don't mean to offend you, but that school was like, that was survival of the fittest at that school. So I went there for a little bit, and then I ended up having problems there too. I feel like it was me. I lied. It was the other people. Like, y'all always want to fight. Y'all want to fight over niggas. I'm not fighting over no nigga. You wild. Mind you, at MLK, the girl that wanted to fight me, the boy she was fighting over, that wasn't even feeling her. So it's like, you fighting over him and he don't even like you, but yeah. And then I went to Crystal Ray my sophomore year. And Crystal Ray was good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I made some good friends. I liked that school, actually. It was a good school. I used to play volleyball. I used to play softball. I used to dance on the praise team. I did a lot of stuff in that school. So that was a good school. But then my junior year came, and things just went downhill. So I got into like a little fight or whatever, and I lied. Junior year is when my mom passed away. God rest her soul. Things just went downhill for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I was depressed and everything. My mom just died. Like, the school just was a whack school. It didn't give me no type of support, no type of counseling. My friends was a better counselor than the damn guidance counselors at that school. So I left Crystal Ray, and I ended up just getting my GED. I was not feeling it. Honestly though, the DOE was trying to have me graduate in 2022. Are you shitting me? What I look like graduating at the age of 21 from high school? Oh no, honey. So my aunt went to the GED program, and I got my GED. I got my GED in a month. I signed up for the program in October, and I took my test in December. So yeah, November, December, yeah, a month and a half. It don't really matter. After that, I went to college. Sadly, my grandfather died the same month I was supposed to go to college. So I just went to a community college because the time when I was applying to schools and everything, I had to go to Florida for the funeral and to with my grandma to see him and everything. So yeah, that was that. How many high schools did y'all go to? I feel like I went to a couple. I went a lot of places, honestly. Even for middle school, I was all over the place. Like I told y'all in the intro, when y'all in the first video, I lived in Florida. I lived in New York. I used to go to school in the LES, and my grandmother hated LES, so she transferred me back to the Bronx. She would tell my mom, like, I'm not going down there. She hated me taking the school bus. I don't know. She wasn't feeling the school. She was saying she didn't like the bus driver. She was like, oh, something's going to happen to me on the ride home. Because I went to school on 6th Street. And I was the first one to get picked up at 6 o'clock in the morning and the last one to get dropped off at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She just wasn't feeling it. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling it either, because that bus ride was dumb long. I liked the bus driver though. He was cool. He didn't give me no problems. I mean, I was a kid at the time, so I don't really know what problems, but he was dope. He picked me up, he dropped me off. He didn't bother me, as he shouldn't. Like, it was nothing. But you know my grandma. If you know my grandma, please comment and let them know in the comments how extra she is, because Miss Joseph is very, very extra. But yeah, so I went to school down there, and then I came uptown to Riverdale, which is where I'm at right now, and that's when I met my best friends, Alicia, Grace, and we've been friends since the 6th grade. So how old was I in the 6th grade? Like 13, 12? Yeah, and I might be 20. So these been our friends for the 7-8 years. I love my just cut up. Nothing too crazy. So we got a little bowl. We got our garlic. So we're about to just throw this in the pot and get it started. Alrighty, guys. So I got my pot on the stove with the medium heat. We're about to add a little bit of oil to it. And then we're going to throw in your onions and your garlic straight to the pan. I'm using a wooden spoon. And you're just gonna stir it. I keep saying onions and peppers. It's garlic and onion. So you're gonna stir it. You want them to sweat pretty much. So basically get mushy, get really soft, get some color on them, like a little caramelization. Yeah, so let's let it go on medium heat until it's to your texture, to your liking. But in regards to my high school experience, I really wish I could have finished high school. I did really want to go to prom. Like, if you came to my C16, okay, it was lit. I had a great ass time, okay? All that money my grandma spent, it was a ball. But I really thought I was gonna body prom. This is a good consistency. Like, this is pretty mushy, pretty broken down. I'm gonna put in the whole stick. So right now we're just gonna start adding our seasonings. I don't really measure, I just toss stuff in and then adjust as you go. But yeah, high school, it was a different experience for me. I think, like I said, the worst part was like losing my mom, and then after that, like really not having any support from the school, like no therapy, no nothing. And again, it's not their job. Don't get me wrong. It's not their job to provide support, but it's just like, well, as a school, you know, you would figure they would just do a little bit more. But so like I told you, I'm a big spice girl, so I'm adding like cayenne, hot sauce, all of that stuff. But y'all can make this a mild version by not adding any seasoning, or just not adding any spices, just using black pepper. Or you can make this not spicy at all and just use like regular seasoning, or you can make this extra spicy and use jalapenos and other chili powders and stuff like that. So it's your call. I love hot sauce. This is what it's looking like now. So we're about to turn the heat up because we need the butter to melt inside, and then just break the butter down, because if it's in the sticks it might not, you know, melt fast enough. But just break it down. We're gonna let this continue to sit and keep stirring it occasionally. Honestly, I'm liking how it's looking. Again, you would want to keep it sitting as long as possible, so that's why I'm making it the day before. So we're gonna just continue to keep an eye on this for a little bit, and then we'll check. So I'm gonna tell you the reason why me and the girl got into the fight at the first school. So at the time, I had a best friend. You know, it's always the best friend that want to betray you, but I don't understand why. But yeah, at the time I had a best friend. We was mad cool, we was chill or whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't necessarily know exactly what happened, but it's just like I was talking to a guy, things happen, you know, people break up, which is okay. And then after we broke up, everybody started moving funny, and I'm just like, you mess with me? Why did you mess with him? I didn't really care, to be honest with you. In the cafeteria one day, we was getting staticky or whatever, and I threw a beef patty at shorty, like, cause she was my best friend. Like, out of all people, I never expected her to move funny on me, no nothing. So I was like, you know, I'm all about following through what I said. And she was like talking hot on Facebook like she wanted to get it. So I was like, yo, when I see you, keep the same energy, you feel me? So it was lunchtime and I seen her. She wasn't on nothing, but I was. So I threw a beef patty, bam, across the cafeteria. And that's what started it. We was ready to jump over tables and everything. I had to throw the beef patty at her to get her riled up. But once I threw that beef patty, oh yeah, it was go time. But I was ready. Like, I was with it. I wanted to fight. I'm always ready to fight. That's just me. But yeah, so we couldn't fight in the cafeteria. Obviously, you know, the lunch lady, me the aide. Everybody was like, oh, no fighting. So I was like, copy that. I won't see you now, but I'm going to see you. Saw her that same day. I was walking home with, in my head I was like, you know what, I don't even want to fight anymore, because at the time I was hyped up. Now I'm walking home, it's after school, I got a skirt on, I got like, come on. When I was in the school building, I was ready to go, but once I got outside, I just felt like I was disappointed in myself. I was just like, damn, that's not even like you, because I don't let people take me out of my character. I try not to, because I know myself. So I was just popping all this shit in school. I better have the same energy. So I said, y'all want to fight? So I walked in the park. Mind you, she was carrying her little sister or something. I was like, put the baby down. So when she put the baby down, mocked her. Out on the floor, bam, her braids was flying out. It was crazy. It was a crazy fight. So after that, we was leaving, and they were like, yo, you're bleeding. So I'm like, I'm leaking. So I'm looking. I'm like, yo, I'm not leaking from nothing. She didn't really punch me. She got a little scratch. It was cool. But they were like, so you're still leaking. So I'm looking for blood, and I look at my hand. My whole finger, I had tips on. I didn't even pop my tips off. I was just like, yo, we're gonna fight. Like, that's just that. So it was this finger, the whole thing, the tip was still connected to my nail, but the nail was ripped out and crooked to the side. And I was like, yo, bro, I gotta pull it out, push it back in. I gotta do something. So, like I said, I called my aunt at the time. I told her, like, I just got into a fight. She didn't even care. She's like, did you win? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I won. So she was like, I'm coming to get you. So she spun block. She came and got me. I got in the car. She was a different type of energy. What you doing? Why are you fighting? Yada. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be in high school. You're supposed to be doing your work. Yada. Like, I was like, yo, bro, you were just asking if I won. And now you're talking about what you doing? But I went home. My mother was upset. She was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. She never sent you to that at school. Yada. So she took me to the emergency room, and the emergency room was like, they can't do nothing for me. Like, the nail got to fall off on its own. The way they was making it seem was like my finger was going to turn black and the shit was going to fall off. I was not having that. So as soon as I went home, I was like, yo, Ma, let me get one of these perks or these oxys or whatever. Popped one, and I ripped that thing on my hand. I was high as up, but I ripped it out, and I was good. And then eventually the nail grew back on its own. And then the next day we went back to school, and they used to bark. Like, I walked down the hall, they'd be like, roof. And then because I bit her, I dead ass bit her. Bit that bitch. I bit her. Because there was a point where she tried to put me in between her crotch. And I was like, hold on, I don't want to go down there. So I just, and she let me go. Don't fuck around, okay? But people was barking when I was walking down the hallway. Like, honestly, it was very corny. That school was very corny. My grandma took me after school, and then she put me in public school. I went from charter to public to private, and I got kicked out of all three. That tells you that I'm bad as hell. Don't fuck down. If y'all watching this, hey, I am over the drama. I don't care. It's 2021, baby. This is a new year, new money, new wealth, new friends, new everything. January 1st of the new year, everything reset. So whatever happened last year is last year. This is your year. This is your year to do better. This is your year to make more money. This is your year to elevate, motivate, gravitate, do whatever you want to do. But this is your year. This is my year. Speaking into existence, this is your year. You're going to get your car. You're going to get your apartment. You're going to get whatever you want. You got to be optimistic. Like, don't let what you see on social media affect you. Keep your peace of mind. Keep your sanity. Because at the end of the day, it's just about you. If you're not making yourself happy, then who the hell is? You're just walking around miserable and everybody else is happy. That's my little spiel. That's my little story. It's a little bit everything. So this is what it's looking like after about 45 minutes in the pot. just let it simmer. So if you do use my recipe for my seafood butter sauce, just let me know. Tag me, shout me out, anything, you know. Just bring over the support, because the support is very much appreciated. I'm gonna just end the video right here. You got your butter sauce. You got a little bit of tea about me when I was in high school. Got a bit of tea about me, who I am, my personality, or whatever. Comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. Cooking with tea is definitely going to be a segment on the channel. But if you want to hear more stories, just let me know what you want to hear. I got stories for days. Okay, I'm not funny, like I told y'all. But thank you for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, drop a comment, tell your friends. And without further ado, peace out.